So was the Performance Institute what kind of cemented that you were going to keep coming back here for training?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love working with the staff. I'm building good relationships, and you know, this is such a valuable asset to our careers. You know what I mean? And a lot of guys aren't taking advantage of it. I understand some guys can't come out here for a full training camp. It can only come a little bit here and there, but I've really encouraged people like, dude, come out here and experience this. Come out here and really like find out your deficits, you know what I mean, physically as an athlete, you know what I mean. We all know our deficits as mixed martial artists, you know what I mean. Okay, my takedown defense is so good, I need to work on that, this and that, but we're not masters in building athletes. So it's cool to come here and be like, hey, here's your deficits, here's your strengths, let's work on you as an athlete. So it's a really cool thing to integrate into your MMA training, and I think that guys should really take advantage of it.
If you gave it a percentage of the better fighter you're going to be coming in against Pettis with this extra time, what would you get?
100%, 100%, 110%. I mean, I already made a lot of improvements before, and it's not like I went, you know, my team back home is great. I got a good team behind me. Rick Little is my head coach, my strength coach, CJ Taylor back home. I got a good team back home, you know what I mean? But I got to come back here and keep building, you know what I mean? Keep building with an Olympic level staff, you know what I mean? And I've made huge improvements still compared to Brooklyn. You know what I mean? That take it at this. Last camp was like the butt sniffing stage. Let's kind of figure this guy out. You know, and at this camp, like they know me. They've sniffed my butt. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. But no, but really last camp, they're just getting to know me. You know what I mean? And now it's like they know me. They know what they're working with. So now this camp, way more improvements. You know what I mean? So it's just been awesome.
So would you say like the first round of preparing for Pettis, you're working on the big things, and this one maybe fine-tuning the minutia a little bit?
Kind of everything. The big stuff and the small stuff. The little details in the big picture. You know what I mean? Whereas last camp, it's like, you know, these guys, it takes more than 8 weeks for, you know, it takes more than 8 weeks to figure somebody out. You know what I mean? You get run through the tests. They kind of feel you out. You know what I mean? So it's like this camp. It's like we kind of figured that all that out, and now we're just like building on that. It's been very productive. It's been very good.
Will that transfer over to the weight cutting as well? Because now you have these guys, a lot of expertise in that field, and now you've done a couple camps here. You're more full time here. So can you tell us right now you feel better with, you know, what are we, like 8-9 days out, as opposed to other fights?
Oh, I feel awesome. Clint Waterberg's awesome. He does a freaking phenomenal job of like figuring out how to fuel us, things of that sort. I do work with George Lockhart when I'm geared towards the weight cut. You know, but the good thing is this last camp I started really high. Obviously, I'm a big lightweight. I started very high last camp, and you know it's documented that I was all the way down to like I think the day before media day, I think I hit like 162 on a run. The day of media day, I was 165. You know, so I was already low. But this camp, it's like, you know, we got to start at a smaller number, and you know that's made things a lot easier. You know, last camp they kind of had to like kind of gear some things down towards, hey, Mike's got to make weight in a few weeks, kind of change some things. Whereas now it's like we've kind of just got to put the foot to the floor and just really focus on everything, and the weight cut just comes in a timely manner. So yeah, I feel good.
What do you like about Vegas outside of MMA, outside of the UFC PI and the gyms? Is there anything that you've enjoyed just living here?
Honestly, it's not really. I love it. No, and it's nothing against the city. I love Las Vegas. I love that they got like a pro team now. They got the Golden Knights. That's been cool to like, you know, back home where I live in Washington, we don't have a pro sports team in our city, so it's cool to be here. Like, you know, Golden Knights are up the street. I've always wanted to have a pro sports team in my backyard, and I'm adapting. I do consider Vegas my second home. And it's not that I dislike the place, but in a Piston match, I mean, Spokane, Washington, that's God's earth to me. You know what I mean? I love being up in Spokane. I love living out in the woods, having green trees, 4 seasons. You know, 115-degree heat, coupled with my back sweat problem, doesn't really mesh very well. So, you know, I do enjoy being here, but just in comparison to home is where the heart is.
Did you get that shirt in Vegas?
I did.
That's very Vegas.
H&M.
Does the frustration of Brooklyn help you bring a little more fuel into next week? Or?
No, it doesn't fuel anything
No?
at all. No, I don't need any more fuel. I'm very fueled to be a world champion. I'm very fueled to win fights. I don't bring that's kind of like bad energy. Like that would be bad fuel. You know what I mean? If I was a race car, that would just be like cheap unleaded gas. You know what I mean? Like I like premium fuel. I like high octane. I like E85 ethanol. You know what I mean? I don't bring that negative energy with me into my camps or my preparation and my mentality. Like I said, there is one thing that really weighs on me, and that's the lost opportunity to fight for the title. But fueling myself on that isn't going to get me anywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm staying very focused on my goals, on what has driven me to get me this far. I'm not going to change that because of one guy's actions. I'm keeping my mindset the same.
You stated you want to do a little bit of a catch-up because you had some time off. So not to overlook Pettis, but because there's been some shifting around of some lightweight fights, you come out of this healthy with a win. Are you raising your hand and saying, hey, maybe I fit into one of these? You know what shuffle I'm talking about, what happened with Nebraska and Boise and all that? No, so not filling in for Boise, but the trickle effect.
Here's the thing. I got a beautiful girlfriend back home that hasn't had me for, by the time this fight rolls around, 16 weeks. She's been without her boyfriend. You know what I mean? I can't do that to her. So I do. My goal was to fight 3 times this year. You gotta look at Brooklyn and consider it to be a fight. I did an 8-week camp. You know, I didn't get to compete, but you know what I mean? I'm not going to try to make up for 2 more after this because that means she gets to sit at home with Stone Cold Chiesa, my new puppy, and we don't get to spend time together and stuff. And that's not fair to her. And for me, you know, I got to go home. I got to remind myself what I'm fighting for. You know what I mean? And as much as I love training and being here, I enjoy every single day that I'm here in Las Vegas. I love being here. There's not a day I wake up where I'm like super homesick and I'm miserable. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to train. But, you know, I got to go home and spend time with my girlfriend. I need it. We have plans for the summer. I do plan on competing again before the year's up 110%, but I need some time at home. I need some time with her. You know, I need some time with my dogs.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Boxeo Mundial, for the latest news in boxing, MMA, Spanish, and English. Boxeo Mundial, la meca del boxeo.